What's going on, everybody? David Feldman-Makrias back with you again, and we're going to discuss something that you should look into. It's how to easily speed up your store's website in 2 minutes or less. And really, it's going to be something pretty simple. I'm going to include and already have included at the time of you watching this video an email template that you can use to send your web provider that's going to help clean this up. And I want to explain the methodology first. So before I use that template, hang on 1 second. Let's take a look at this. So I am currently in Plant City, Florida, and I was visiting my friend on a mini vacay, right, in Land Lakes, Florida. And, I saw Furman come up because it's kind of close to Feldman, and I kind of thought of it. So I looked up Land Lakes Jeep Dealer, and I'm going to show you. And unfortunately, I don't handle anything with Furman, so unfortunately, I'm going to pick on them a little bit today. But so many dealers have this problem, so many dealers have this situation, and it's something that we need to address to help optimize a website, right? So when I click over to them, let's open them up in a new tab. We'll close this one down. Here is their website, right? And oftentimes, what happens with dealer websites, especially when you don't have a marketing director or you go through changes of marketing director or maybe just out of lack of education, there's something in here that we can easily address. And that is the amount of code that's on the back end of the website. So when I pop open my extensions, and I'm going to use what's called Tag Assistant Companion. This Tag Assistant Companion, this is going to allow us to look at all the types of Google codes specifically that are on the back end of the website. Google codes are the most common found codes. And what do we find? We have Google tags found. This AW typically is a Google Ads conversion tag, or AW stands for AdWords. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 instances of AdWords. This little guy is analytics. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 instances of analytics. And most concerning is this guy here, GTM, Google Tag Manager. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the original topic of this video is, hey, there's too many Google Tag Managers on the site, right? There's 10 instances here. There's also a significant amount of analytics and Google Ads tags on the site, and there's probably a slew of other things. So when you get to this level of this many instances of different tag managers on the site, you put too much code on the site because each one of these GTMs, abbreviation of Google Tag Managers, has to fire every time a page loads. So when you add 10 of these to fire, you could find things like your website loading slow. You could find things like the user experience being glitchy and delayed. And that little instance of buggy traffic leads to a poor website experience, especially when you're looking at on mobile. So, and a majority of traffic I see industry wide, 65 to 70% of traffic is coming from mobile. Again, that's across the industry, but really we should figure out how to clean these up, right? And this really is a 2-minute practice that you can send to your website provider to really understand. So if you're coming in this as a sales manager, GM, a new marketing manager, or even an agency coming in to help streamline, we need to figure out what these Google Tag Managers are, because we don't need all of them, right? A lot of providers will say, hey, cars.com or third parties or iHeartRadio will say, hey, put our Google Tag Manager up there. If they say that, you don't need to do that. You could easily just say, hey, you know what? Instead of the GTM, why don't you send me the raw code? We'll install that on our Google Tag Manager and we'll set it up for you. And that way you gain control of your website. A lot of this too, those GTMs are sending that user data of your website to your third parties, which is fine, but they really have the access to get a lot more information that you may seem, or that you may want them to have, right? So this would be where I'd start. So to make this process easy for you guys, I'm going to include in the description probably a link, and I'm going to include this here. And I have this here, dealer website provider's name. So let's say we're acting as Furman, who's their website provider, dealer on. So I'm going to go I'm reaching out to clarify the setup of Google Tag Manager containers on our website. We've noticed potential performance issues and would like to streamline our site's configuration. Could you please provide a full list of all GTM containers currently implemented on our website, along with the associated vendors or parties managing each container? This information will help us make informed decisions about optimizing our website's performance. Thank you for your assistance, and please let me know if additional details are needed. So there's your script. The website provider, dealer on in this case, should be able to tell you which provider is each GTM. And oftentimes you'll probably have providers that you don't even pay for or use anymore, because if you cancel a third party, their tag manager just doesn't go away. But it occupies real estate on your website, and you can easily make those decisions in just a couple minutes or less. So really, this is less than 2 minutes, even though the video is a little bit longer. You can just take this email. If you find you have all those GTMs on your site, feel free to send it. So what you're going to do, go to your website, make sure you're using Chrome, download Tag Assistant Companion in your extensions, and find this stuff here. See how many you have. If you have more than 3, really if you have more than 1, but a few is okay. But when you get to 10, 15, 20, I've seen 30 in some instances, you got to address this. So, guys, I hope this helps. Let me know what you think. David Feldman-Makrias, helping the industry in the automotive experience again. If you need any more assistance with this, please let me know in the comments. I am responding to all comments, and looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. See you next time. Take care.